Hi, I'm Megan. I'm a SPCA of Texas foster coordinator, and this is my little foster Rhodes. He's just woken up, so he's about to be super wiggly, but he's about 6 days old. So we are going to feed him and do all the things because he's still needing a bottle. So I feed him. Right now he likes it every 5 hours, but typically at this age you would need to check on them every 2 to 3 hours. But like I said, I feed him about every 5 because that's just when he wakes up, and that is best practice, is to just let them wake up on their own to be fed. For bottle babies, I've already prepped his milk. He gets a specific puppy formula that I've made beforehand and heated up so that it's just slightly warmer than my body temperature. And then I'm gonna go start feeding him. Before feeding, I like to stimulate because that is required for all little babies who cannot go to the bathroom by themselves. Their moms will typically lick them to help them go to the bathroom, but since I'm his mommy, I'm doing it with a wet wipe. And all I do is I just rub his bottom areas gently until he goes to the bathroom. He is pretty good. He's already going both 1 and 2, so I'm just cleaning him up as I go. I do this over a trash can because the wipe doesn't always get everything, so it just goes into the trash can. But yeah, he goes pretty much every single time. He pees every single time for sure. He poops probably like every other time, which is very normal. A lot of puppies will differ. Some will go every time, some will go once a day, once every couple days. It's, you know, pretty specific to each puppy, so we just do it until they're done. If they don't go that one time, then that's fine. But we just stimulate for a little bit. His little grunts. Rhodes is a very big diva. He doesn't like to go to the bathroom. He doesn't like to get burped. He will share his opinion all the time. One more, he's got a big one today. Okay, I think we're all good. Clean them up as much as I can. To feed little babies, you can do it on a table. I like to do it in my lap. I always put a blanket down just because he just went potty. So I put him in my lap on his belly. You can see he's starting to root around and all that goodness. So we keep him like this so that he doesn't aspirate. If I were to flip him over onto his back, like you would see like a little human baby, it can cause aspiration, which is where liquid gets into the lungs, and that is what we want to avoid. So just like this, and I will hold him pretty firmly. He's not breakable, you know, he's a lot tougher than you think. There we go. He will eat like 10 to 20 milliliters. It varies on age. When I first had him, he was only like a day or 2 old, and he would only drink 5 mils at a time. But yeah, now it's around 20, which is a big reason why he's going longer between feedings, is because he's just taking in a lot of food. It's very hard to overfeed a puppy. It is possible, but they're pretty good about knowing when they're full. So I just let him go until he's done. He'll let go of the bottle, and he'll start like just not wanting it. Like when I try and put it in his mouth, he'll really fight me. He'll do his grumpy noises like he was doing when I was stimulating him. We always say like it's better to err on the side of, with bottle babies, to try and lower frustration for both you and the animal as much as possible. So like if I were trying to feed him right now and he just is not having it, I'm gonna put him back in his kennel and I'm gonna just keep an eye on him for 30 minutes to an hour. If he goes back to sleep, then I'm gonna just be like, okay, that's fine. It lowers my frustration, lowers his frustration, and makes it just a more peaceful process. Like I said, it's best practice to let them wake up. This is a new like information that's happened. Previously it was said like, oh, you have to wake up your babies, and that would cause a lot of issue. I'm gonna try and burp him. So yeah, a bottle is not natural for the puppies. When they're with a mom, they're not gonna be taking in air when they're, you know, latched onto their mom. But the bottle obviously just has air in it, and it is very possible for them to just be gulping it down. So just like you would a human baby, they need to be burped. It helps prevent like upset stomach. It helps prevent any regurgitation. You know, it's not good for puppies to regurgitate at all. It's not as easy for them as it is for a person. But you can see he's a lot chunkier. His little belly. You want to see it like that. But you can tell he's still hungry because he's still like wanting to suckle. But we'll see if he'll eat again. I don't know if you can tell his little paws are standing up. This is a behavior that dogs and cats will do because it's natural when they're on their mom. They'll do like that biscuit making. That's how they will like stimulate the mammary gland for just more milk. So him putting his paws up is like a little reflex of that instinct to stimulate the gland. If you find a young puppy or kitten, you need to look at them closely to see if they really do seem abandoned. More often when you find young animals, they have a mom around. Like this guy, he was found, his mom was seen, she just wasn't able to be caught or like followed, so that's why he was scooped up. But like, you know, what best practice would be to leave him for a few hours, you know, up to even 24 hours. Some people will put like a ring of flour around him. Some will just keep a close eye on him because, you know, 9 times out of 10 mom will come pick up. If at that 24-hour mark, you know, he's still abandoned, then it's time to grab him and take him to your local city shelter to try and help. And also leave like a heating disc or heating pad with them, a little heated up bag of rice to keep them warm. But like I said, mom will usually come get them as soon as we leave the vicinity. To finish up this feeding, I've been burping him, but he's pretty much done. I am going to weigh him because weighing bottle babies is the best way to track their health. If they're gaining weight, then they are being healthy. If they're losing weight, then there's something wrong. I have my little scale here and my tracker. So the last time I fed him was at 12 and he weighed 330 grams. We are gonna weigh him and see if he's gained weight. His estimate, 340. So he's gaining weight. I'm gonna say, good job, give him a kiss, put him back. Say bye, Rhodes.